Alright, well, I forgot that I talk on these trips, apparently. This is getting back on the horse for the first time since I broke my elbow on this thing. And it's definitely a little weird. Mostly because things are weird with the elbow anyway. It's not the same anymore. So I'm just taking it easy. I did get some new gear. Better, it's funny, I got better knee pads, shin guards, knee pads. I got some nice motocross ones. They came in the day I broke my elbow. And when I broke my elbow, I actually did a number on my knee as well. Knee and shin, and they're still jacked up. The only thing I didn't do is get the crash on camera because my battery ran out, as you might recall. So I also have backup batteries. I'm not going to need them today because I'm not going to be out that long, but in the future, if I bail, you'll get to see it anyway. That's twice. I've crashed this thing twice, and both times hurt, but the broken elbow thing is kind of permanent. Like, elbow is just never going to be right, and of course it's my dominant elbow. I got the anti-fog shield as well, the pin lock. This thing won't fog up. So I have taken all the precautions. We'll see what happens. It's kind of slow out here this morning. It's the Friday after New Year's Day, so a lot of people are off work, myself included, hopefully. I am using the heated gloves again, and those were part of the magic sauce that broke my elbow, but it's necessary out here. It's just too cold without them, so I'll just get used to it until it warms up. Like a lot of places in the west, southwest especially, there's been a warm winter. It's been basically spring feeling or early fall. Hasn't been very cold, no snow, at least down at the city level. Mountains got a little bit. It did rain last couple days, but not enough to matter. It's like a non-winter, which some people like. Lizards, I like to call them, people who don't like seasons. Yeah, it's going to be short rides. This doesn't make the elbow happy. You don't realize how important your elbow is to daily life until you don't have it. You can't use your hand right. You can't rotate your wrist. You can't lift anything. I'd have been much better off snapping my forearm or something and then just riding it out for 6 weeks in a cast and being back to normal. This is way less fun. Also can't do a ride this at this point in time without saying something about Adam the Woo. I would not have any designs on talking to myself or having a camera out here with me if it wasn't for Adam. And I'm nobody watches me, but that's the point. He changed the game. He is the GOAT of vlogging. Walk and talks, tours. I don't know. I don't even like to call what he does vlogging, even though, he likes to say the vlog is over at the end. Because nobody does what Adam does. They try. There's hundreds of people who try to do what he does, but it's just not the same. So huge loss for my daily YouTube consumption, huge loss for everyone in lots of ways. But also, Adam is 4 months younger than me, so holy moly. Kind of a wake-up call there. Yeah, I know he didn't always eat right, but he had gotten a lot of weight off, and the guy got way more than his steps every day. And was a straight edge old punk guy. He never drank, smoked, never did drugs. And he still died in his sleep at 51 years old, so makes you think. Hey, we got some balloons this morning. Anyway, I will dedicate my back on the horse ride to Adam the Woo. If you don't know Adam, you need to watch Adam, and you're gonna probably binge Adam after you get into him, and then you'll feel like the rest of us because there's no more. The good news is the guy recorded, with very few exceptions, recorded a daily vlog for about 13, well, I think it was about 10 years on the daily. So there are 10 years of daily vlogs from him. It's going to take you a really long time to get through that. And when you do, he has a main channel, Adam the Woo, where he got started about 13, 14 years ago. And that's when I started watching him. He's been just about everywhere, so if you're curious about a place, want to travel, he's probably been there and probably did a video. He's also got a lot of cool friends, and not just because he was internet famous, but because he was Adam. But he's got a lot of celebrity buddies that are really tight with him, and he makes videos with them. I remember one time he was doing a video from, I forget the name of the town. It was like a hanging tree in the middle of nowhere in Texas. And up walks Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. And it was completely a surprise. Billy bought him lunch. They hung out for a bit. They both vlogged from the tree, and stuff like that happened to Adam all the time. So he just had some sort of magic about what he was doing. He's kind of born to do it. And a cool story too, because he didn't start until he was in his 40s. He was working dead-end jobs and just quit his job at a feed store. Bought a van and decided to be probably the first ever van life vlogger. That's how he got his start. He did that for years and years and years. And then he upgraded to an RV, large Marge. Anyway, nice morning. We got the balloons up. We got a nice sunrise. Hopefully you're getting some of that. I'll go around again, get you a little view, because I don't feel like 360 editing all day. I will get better at that eventually, I'm sure. This is where the accident happened, over here to your right. The intersection, the ped crossing right here. I hit the, and we'll come over there, I'll tell you. My shield was fogged up. I can't feel what I'm doing with these gloves. And so I was crossing right here. And I'd made it through the first set, the northbound traffic. And when I got to the other side, I accidentally goosed the throttle with these gloves. And it put me right into the curb. And I went about 30 miles an hour probably. I went right over the handlebars. Ended up in the street over there on the other side of that traffic light. I didn't think I was hurt. It hurt real bad, but I didn't think I was hurt. I popped up and was way more worried that somebody had seen it. Looked around, nobody saw. So I jumped right back on the scooter. It's close to home, so I thought, cool, all right, we made it. We're good. Scooter felt okay. That was my next concern, was the scooter. I jacked up my scooter. On the way home, my leg starts really hurting some, and I was wearing guards, but they were cheap enough that they just slip around to the side, and my knee and shin took most of it. So I realized, okay, I probably jacked up my knee. And I see that I'm bleeding through my pants. I said, okay, great. Had road rash 100 times. It'll be all right. My arm doesn't even hurt yet. It's just stiff. It's just this like stiff feeling. I figure I'm going to be sore. I took a tumble. I get home, I check out the scooter. I put a few nice gashes in it. And this is the test ride, by the way. It's fine. But I put a few nice gashes in it, and no big deal. It's fine. So I grab my camera, I go get my coffee, I sit down in my chair, and I start editing. And within about 20 minutes, I could not bend my elbow. It was just like super stiff, and it was starting to hurt. About 45 minutes into this, my hand starts to go numb, and the pain is starting to really creep in, and it was excruciating. It was really painful. I couldn't rotate my wrist or move my hand much. And I got my arm bent because it felt better at the time, but I couldn't straighten it anymore. And so we had plans. We had to go see my nephews at my mom's house. Hadn't seen them in a long time. So I told the wife that told my wife that I think I broke my arm probably, and that we were gonna wait to go to the ER or whatever until we went to my mom's. So that's what we did, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And by the time we were done at my mom's, headed to urgent care, I couldn't really use my arm for anything, and it was huge. From mid forearm up to mid bicep was completely swollen. So we go to urgent care, which in hindsight, a mistake, trying to save money or whatever. Very limited ability to do diagnostics. They take an x-ray, they don't see anything, they give me an ortho referral. Tell me ice it, don't immobilize it, which was good advice actually. They did give me a sling, but they said only to use it for like the first day or two. Then I needed to move. So then I had to wait. It was going to be like 3 weeks to get into an ortho, so I called and I told them, look, I think I broke my arm. We shouldn't wait for that, you know. We got to get me in. They got me in the following Tuesday or something. They look at the x-rays that I had done in urgent care, and the orthopedic surgeon is like, yep, radial head fracture. You're going to lose 10-15% of your range of motion for the rest of your life. It'll be more than that if you don't do what I tell you. So basically that consisted of nothing, lifting nothing, and not rotating, pronating, or supinating my wrist for 4 weeks, which wasn't that hard to do because it hurt like hell when I did it. And I had to do these exercises where I try to straighten my arm and then try to flex my arm. So I still can't straighten my arm. I think I'm probably close to as good as it's ever going to get. But it hurts a lot when I try, and it pops constantly. So things are still kind of swollen and healing in there. And then I couldn't touch my own shoulder or my head or my face or anything like that for most of those 4 weeks. Then I went back for a follow-up, and he said, "Oh, you're on track. You're fine. Keep doing what you're doing. 6 more weeks, and then you'll be back to normal. And by the way, you can turn your wrist now." So that's where I'm at. I think I'm about 2 weeks, 3 weeks away from that, something like that. But it does not feel like I'm going to be okay in 2 or 3 weeks, quite honestly. So we'll see how it pans out. He told me that a lot of people, because it hurts, they don't try to move it around and straighten it and flex it. And they end up frozen, and they have to go to therapy or surgery to try to correct it, but it usually has a bad outcome. So it's one of those things where you're sort of, the outcome is up to you to some extent. And you also have to accept a certain level of permanent disability, which really does piss me off. But these are known risks of riding a fast scooter when you are my age. So really anyone's age, I think. Like, the way I fell was just stupid. That's the other thing. I have to learn to tuck and roll. Outstretched arms and catching yourself with your hands is how you get the injury that I have. So doing the Superman, that's how you get hurt, like this. And the only way to teach yourself to fall differently is to fall a lot. And that's not in my plans. So we're just going to hope that I can override my instincts to Superman next time I crash. Because if I break it again, it's not going to be good. I'll be headed for surgery probably, and have an even more permanently messed up elbow. I think we did a little too much. Too long of a ride for the old elbow too. But I needed to kind of get a gauge for what that is now. So I had intended on doing a River of Lights ride, and I still wanted to try to do it to a point, but it ended Wednesday, a couple days ago, and I knew by the start of the week that was not going to happen, because that's a long ride too. The other lesson that we have learned is the scooter has different modes. It has an eco mode, it has a sport mode, and it has a race mode. It has a walk mode too, which is nice because it's heavy and it kind of walks the scooter for you. But I used to always just keep it in race mode all the time, because why not? Like, you want it there if you want it, right? And this thing will do 50 miles an hour all day. And guess what? If it wasn't in race mode when I had my little incident, the throttle goose probably wouldn't have been as bad, and I might have been able to pull out, recover, jump off, something. But the fact that I was in race mode and did a little, I don't know, 3-second 0 to 60 or whatever this thing will do. That was part of my problem, so we don't do that anymore. Now I'm rolling around in Sport, which I think has a 30 mile an hour max, but it's really a big difference in how touchy it behaves. So I think I'm safer this way. It is kind of cumbersome to switch modes. That's why I always kept it in race mode too. I'm like, if something happens, some wacko or like a animal or something decides to come at me, and I can always just stab the throttle and get out quick. I can't do that the same in Sport mode, but risk benefit analysis says we stay in Sport mode. Alright guys, that's about it. I think I'm gonna call it. We will see you next time. Thanks for joining me, and the vlog is over.
Not everyone, actually no one, is going to live forever, including me. And it also makes me wonder, like, what if this was my last vlog? What if there was no vlog tomorrow? What would my legacy be? I know this is a very dark and kind of depressing subject, and I'm not trying to depress anyone. In fact, I want to spin this sad subject on its side, and I want to encourage you, just like I'm encouraging myself, to put positivity in the world. Whatever you do, whatever you create, whatever you say to someone, make sure it is positive, it is influencing them. Influence someone. Try to influence someone for something good. Put good into the world and just see what happens. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Life is good. Make the best of it. You never know when this could be your last day. It could be my last day. It could be your last day. You never really know what the future holds for any of us. Have a great day. I love you guys. Tomorrow we will go back to our normal, goofy, happy, campy self. But please take these words to heart. Make the best of every single day. See you guys later.